Hello. I think we're gonna start early today because I'm already a little late. I will. I'll just head to the stream. Hello guys. I should say Honey Buns. Welcome, Honey Buns. We are starting off the streaming week with absurd trolley problems. Now, let me turn on a little bit of BGM for you guys. My chat box broke today. I didn't realize it could actually break, so I should fix it later on. But aside from that, we are doing absurd trolley problems. It's basically gonna be like a calm Zatsudan. Our time won't be spent all on this game specifically, but it could be, honestly. Well, let me make this. Here you go. How are you guys? Welcome. Welcome Bino, and welcome Poor Genius. Thank you for your patience. Is that a tram car? I think it might be. It might be a modern tram car. So, if you don't know what absurd trolley problems... Actually, I should say trolley problems in general. I remember in psychology class, there was a study conducted that basically said, oh, there's a train that's on the track for... heading towards 5 people that are tied down the tracks. You can choose to direct the path of the train by pulling the lever, and it'll redirect to someone else who is tied to the tracks. Only one person's on the track, so do you do it? And this previous thought experiment is meant to sort of measure your morals, whether it's morally correct to let that train continue on its path, or to be possibly dubbed a murderer by pulling on a lever to save 5 people in exchange for 1 life. I think it's a very clear answer, in my opinion. I'm a very, like... my thought process for these kind of things is to save the most amount of people. Not that I don't think you're a good person, but I'm expecting more blood to be spilled than necessary here. We shall see. We shall see. Oh, okay. Now she'll disappear for another hour. Okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. I can take care of myself. Don't worry. Take it. Oh yeah, before I start this game, right? Did you guys... how was your weekend? Oh man, I have the craziest story to tell you guys, but maybe I should wait until other people come through. Oh, hello Prim! Oh my god, hi Prim! Good morning, Prim. Oh my god. You normally don't see you around here, but it's nice to have you. Oh, Prim, I was very surprised you messaged so early in the morning. Unexpectedly, someone joined my server today. And they had a Korean name. I think the name translates to like a black giraffe or something. and person came into my server with a Korean name, and they asked if they could feature my character in their comic. I was asleep when it was sent out. I think that message was sent out about 5 AM my time. So I woke up around 10, saw that message, was like, alright. Good morning. If you want to use my character for a comic, that's perfectly fine. I'm really down for that, as long as it's not for monetary gain. I'm pretty chill about it. I don't know what kind of comic he's gonna go for. He or she, I'm not exactly sure. Morning. Well, I mean afternoon now, but morning to those in the west. I'm thinking it's the first time someone asked me directly if they could use my character in their comic as a sort of practice, I suppose. So I told them that they can. I'm not sure if they're gonna use me or the character I designed in the video dropped recently. But I'm very excited. I hope it's a wholesome comic strip. What's like a R18 kind of comic? You know, I'm okay if they use my character for R18 comic. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Whatever makes them draw and have fun with comic making. As long as it's not like illegal. No legal content, then maybe I'm okay with it. Oh, what else? Also, the video I posted 2 weeks ago actually reached 1K today. Woo! A little celebration there. I haven't worked on a new video yet. I am still working on my ideas, but I think for the next video we're gonna do art separation for live 2D. I know that there are other topics that were more interesting to other people, like comparing YouTube, Twitch, or Kick for streaming, or even having advanced design guides. But I did tell people that I was gonna make a separation guide for the next video, so I shall work on that. Yeah, I know. That's what I voted for. Honestly, I want to make all those videos, but it was so interesting to see like what people were interested in. But I have to do the one that's the least interesting to people. Work through that, and then I can work towards the ones I want to do. I'm not sure if I'm gonna visit design guide. I might visit design, advanced design aspects later down the line. Right now, I think that I want to at least get some people, because there are other resources on advanced design guides in the art category, but not really targeted towards VTubers, right? So I will do something like that another time. It'd be nice to revisit. Gotta cook by the book. Why did you get so into Lazy Town? Gotta cook by the book. What else? Oh yeah. Okay, I have this crazy story, right? I was at my grandma's house this past weekend because I needed to pick up Tao and take her with me and then practice driving for our driving test. You know, driving test and parallel parking and all that. And we came back home about 5 p.m. and we just chatted a little bit, and then we're just heading out to leave. And just as I was heading out to leave, you know, with Mama Haan, there was a kind of scratching sound at the door. But we're already leaving, so I was confused why Mama Haan stopped at the door, front door. I thought she was struggling to grab the umbrella that was hanging outside of the other side of the doorknob. And Tao Mama was rushing us out because she thought that we were waiting for something, but we weren't. I was just waiting for Mama Haan to walk towards the front door. And what happened was, I felt so pressured to leave the front door because of Tao Mama that I pushed the front door, and then I heard a scream. I looked back and I was so confused, and I saw a squirrel and that jumped into the shoe rack. I was like, what? Apparently when we opened the door, the squirrel leapt in from the top of the roof that oversees the door and kind of hopped at the opportunity to enter the house. Mama Haan and I left the house because that's not our house, and we were supposed to leave a long time ago before it gets dark. So there's a squirrel in Tao's house for a bit. As we were leaving, we were hearing audio descriptors from Tao Mama about, oh, the squirrel's in the bathroom. Oh, the squirrel went upstairs. Da, da, da. It was kind of hectic, but it's not my fault. Okay, that the squirrel entered the house. Later on, I was so curious about what happened to the squirrel, because people don't get squirrels in their house, right? And let alone like a family like mine, where we're from the moon and everything, right? We don't have squirrels on the moon. Squirrels inside a house? What do you do in that situation? What the fuck? You said F this amount. Yeah, I did say F that amount because it's not my house. And also, I don't have an obligation to stick around to catch a squirrel. Okay? Mama Haan, no remorse. I had no remorse either. It was not my fault the squirrel decided to hop into the door. We pushed the door slowly, but Tao Mama rushed us out. So, I don't know. I guess that's what you get. I called Tao. I was like, yo, Tao, where's the squirrel now? And Tao gave me the update. Oh, yeah, you know, last time we saw the squirrel was inside a couch, but we took out the couch cushion and we couldn't find it still. Bunnies and squirrels are natural enemies anyways. That's right. That's right. And I heard from Tao. She told me that, oh, I asked her like, oh, what are you doing to attract the squirrel and lure it out? And she said, oh, you know, my mom is screaming at the squirrel, and auntie is taking a towel and hitting the squirrel. Of course it's gonna run away. And Tao, she's disappointed, right? That's my cousin. She's pretty pretty well versed in environmental science and animals too. So she knows how to handle wild animals. But they don't know that because they're from the moon, right? Things are working differently there. You know what they did? Since they couldn't find the squirrel last seen in the couch, they decided to take the entire couch and throw it away. It sounded like a comedy script. You can't find a squirrel, might as well take the entire couch and throw it away. But you know, to be fair, that couch was meant to be thrown out a long time ago. So it was sort of a sign that, oh, now is a good time because there's a squirrel in there that you can't get out. So this is the only way. Jueri knew that the turf was already taken and backed down. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's some iCarly logic. Oh my god. No. I mean, okay, without context, it does sound like iCarly logic. But with context, it makes somewhat sense. They've been meaning to throw out the couch, but just never found the sort of time or reason to. You know, a couch, you can still rest on the couch even though it's like 20 years old and maybe broken down a little bit. But this was a good time to throw it out. But yeah, they were... both my aunties are very aggressive when it comes to trying to lure out animals. And I just feel so bad because they've never seen such a creature in their life inside their turf like that. Always outside, but goddamn. I wouldn't know what to do if a squirrel went inside my house. Okay, if a squirrel went inside my house, my logic would be to put down a slab of peanut butter, grab a laundry basket, and try to catch it that way. Worst case scenario, I accidentally crushed a squirrel underneath its laundry basket, but that's it. That's the only thing I could think of. Okay, so that's somewhat my entire weekend. I'll just leave it at that. They're out the house. Welcome ASD. Hello. I am a very clean person. The thought of squirrel was like outdoorsy, like germy claws and paws, whatever, tails, touching everything. Oh man, I'll be wiping down the house. I don't really know what it has. It probably has the worst case scenario of ticks or something inside my house now. We haven't even started doing the trolley problem. We already got the squirrel blood in our hands. I gotta protect my turf, okay? We gotta protect the turf. Oh, let me fix the chat. So by the way, today's chat is broken, so yeah, sorry about that. We'll fix it next time. Unexpectedly, the way chat works, that it's coded, but I think maybe the API or the what's it called? Is it called API? Whatever, the data point sent out by YouTube must have changed, so that's why the chat broke. So I have to fix it later. Remind me that one time Uncle Bars got a squirrel inside a ceiling. It urinated. Ew, gross. Ew, that's terrible, bro. Bro, I swear, they have no manners. I saw YouTube shorts of bears entering stores, picking one thing and leaving gently, or like a deer just browsing and then leaving the store. No, that's such an anomaly. Most wild animals will wreck your place without any regard. They think it's their home. They think it's their home. Ugh, I hate wild animals. I will say though, one last thing before I start these trolley problems. The most interesting sight in my entire life was when I was at a flea market. You meet all kind of people at the flea market, right? Young and old people, kids and teens and whatnot. Just getting around, selling cheap stuff, buying cheap stuff. But at the food court, you know, it's very normal for people to walk their dogs into food courts and around the market, right? But the strangest thing was that I walked past this woman. She was relatively tall, but you know, I didn't think too much about it. But then I felt an extra presence. Like, it was strange. And I looked back behind me. You know what happened? She had a squirrel crawling over her body. It was restless. So it was just running around her body here and there, maybe stopping at her shoulder. I was so confused because it was the first time in my life that I've seen a tamed squirrel, I guess. She just had nuts in her hand and just fed the little guy as it was just like crawling around her. It was really impressive. I thought it was cool. It made me think like, damn, a squirrel as a pet's pretty neat because you don't need to put a leash on it. You just make it like stay on you. You're the tree. You're the portable tree that it's crawling on. Hope it doesn't happen at Taos. Man, I don't know. Cause I think it... I don't know if it happened overnight or they decided to throw the couch like right then and there. I didn't get the timeline for when they threw out the couch. Hi, Pog. Do nothing. Okay, let's get to these trolley bombs. Oh no! A trolley is heading towards 5 people. You pull a lever, divert it to the other track, killing 1 person instead. What do you do? Okay, so the logic with this, right? If you pull the lever, you're kind of murder. You're playing God. The whole idea with the original trolley problems is that you're playing God. You should let the train run its course. Kind of thing. But no. I'm gonna do the logical thing, right? And pull the lever. News station are gonna interview me being like, why'd you pull the lever? And I'll be like, save 5 people. You're a murderer. Well, I'm a murderer either way. If I let the train run over 5 people or 1 people, I'm a murderer both ways. So might as well save as most as I can. Alright, let's go. There's no sound on this, by the way. 73% of people agree with you. 27 people are murderers. Are more murdery than me. Oh, 6 million. Wow, this game's pretty popular. I didn't realize that. Squirrels became my enemy after witnessing it eating my strawberry crops, so I just sprinkle hot pepper around my straw. Oh yeah, I heard that hot pepper, vinegar, they hate vinegar smell. Stuff like that will deter them. Good on you. The Altarian. I have to go the Altarian route. There's no other solution to this. Hi, El. I'm not going to bed. You should go to bed. It's so early for you. Oh no, a trolley's heading toward 5 people. You pull it to divert it to the other track, killing 4 people. So what do? Oh. You know, this is a good question. Suddenly I feel okay to let this train do its own thing. Okay. So I walk away from this lever and I'm not considered a murderer, in my opinion. Is this a weird logic for me? For me, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna let it go. My my branching logic is to let things run its natural course, unless there's like a significant gain out of it. But if it's only between 4 people or 5 people, I'm kind of okay doing nothing. Let me know if you guys would pull the lever or not, because I'm kind of curious where your logic lies in this one. Do nothing. Didn't you say that you'd murder if you didn't do anything like a minute ago? It's true, I'm a murderer both ways, but it's like... The Altarian route... I don't know, man! People will... If a news station caught wind of this, they'd be like, why do you pull the lever? I'm like, and my answer in this would be, why don't you pull the lever in this case? Alright. 5 people are part of a drug ring and that's how they like how the game flows. We don't know that. Do we know? I'm gonna let it go do its own thing because I'm not here. You see this little guy? He's actually like far off the screen. He's not actually pulling the lever or anything. It's gonna go straight anyways, in my opinion. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but your life saving will be destroyed. What do? I am a person not motivated by money, okay? I find abundance in myself. I had no worldly desire. That being said, I have bills to pay. Okay, you know what? Here's what's gonna happen. How much money is it? Don't worry about it, L. Joking, you and broke. See. Wait. My logic is... Okay. I run towards these group of men. Or guys, or gals, whoever. Children, old people. I run towards them and be like, alright, if you want to live, you each pay me 10k for your life. And then they're like, okay. And then I pull the lever. Okay, I think that's the best way to go about it. What if one of the people you save is rich and gives you money? That's what I'm saying! Okay, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna be like, oh, you poor child, you made the difficult decision to let go of your life saving of questionable amounts we don't know. Yeah! Only 10k? I don't think I can convince 5 people to give up more than 10k for your life, in my opinion. I'm not that... I don't have that much risk. If I had a little bit more risk, I might ask for 50k each, but 10k shall be what I settle for. They're stupid enough to get tired of the track. Okay, we pulled the lever on this one. Okay, 60% of people agree with you. Wow, people have moral conscience like that? I didn't think so. I would think that 60% of people would have not pulled the lever. Choosing between mowing down the pedestrian to save the occupants inside a car or crashing the car to save the pedestrian. Wait, is that the trolley problem? No. The trolley is invincible. It's made out of tons of steel. It's gonna save all the passengers regardless. Had a similar discussion for driverless cars in my computer ethics course, but basically what you said in discussion on who should be responsible for the outcome afterwards. Oh, what was the general consensus for that? I'm just kind of curious because I want to know. They already have, I think most people would pull the lever to save one person. But the moral conscience of what you did to kill one person definitely would weigh heavily on your mind. I think if met with the fate of saving one person in exchange for 5 people, I'd be in bed laying down thinking, oh man, I should have pulled a lever to save 5 people. Or I should have been like, man, I shouldn't have pulled a lever. I have this moral I don't know. Okay, let's go. Next one. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sacrificing yourself instead. What do you do? At that point... Oh, yeah. At that point, I'm just saying, I can't do anything. I can't pull the lever. Okay, I can't pull the lever. I'm tied down to this track just like everyone else. I gotta do nothing. 60% of people agree with you, 40% disagree. Damn, 40% people, what happened? Dude, ooh, you don't like your life like that? What's going on? Should the car owner be responsible? The automaker or the guy who wrote the software? Oh, that's pretty interesting, huh? Ah, man, it's a difficult discussion, isn't it? Because we have similar discussions in the healthcare field when I worked. Not this sort of, like, demeanor, but something similar. Like, who should take the blame? I think we should not focus on who takes the blame, and instead should focus on how we fix it in the future kind of thing. Okay, wait, guys. Would anyone pull the lever on yourself to self-sacrifice for 5 other people? I think when it comes down to it, it's like a natural instinct to protect yourself first, above all else. Sacrifice Jueri to save my... I'm gonna push you on the tracks. Let's say we're both tied here. I'm gonna roll away. I'm gonna roll away from the tracks. Oh, no, a trolley heading towards 5 people. You can pull a lever to divert it to the other track, but then the original copy of the Mona Lisa will be destroyed. What do you do? Mona Lisa? Ooh, I feel like for as long as I live, the art world is gonna be on my ass for destroying this priceless painting. Painting you go. I think. Oh man, this is like okay, I will put the lever, but let me say. It comes to the question of like, man, okay, I feel like Banksy, you know guys, the artist Banksy, he's a guy that people don't know what his face looks like, but they see his work because they're more like, I don't know how to describe his kind of work. Modern art that's motivated by politics a little bit, right? I feel like that guy would probably spray paint my house, labeling me a traitor to the art world. We can replicate the Mona Lisa. We can replicate. You're right. Well, actually, as a matter of fact, AI. I'm kidding. I would put a lever too. That painting isn't a waifu? Yes, she is. Some people like Mona Lisa. In FGO, she's a pretty great character, in my opinion. She's the one leading the whole operation. Like, who the heck dropped the painting on the trolley track? Good question. It's gone now. 24 disagree. Wow, 24 are art snobs, that's for sure. Alright. Whoa! Oh no, trolley's heading towards a rich man. The rich man offer you 400k to pull a lever. To divert the trolley and kill someone else, what do you do? Okay, wait. I gotta research this, right? If rich man dies, right? What happens to his wealth asset? Does it go to his like descendants? You wanna type? Go ahead and type then. I will take a sip. I will take a sip here. Next of kin unless specified. I don't know. Well. Oh man, no, I'm not. You know, 500k is definitely a lot, but it only gives you half a house in California. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not enough. He got offered me like at least a lifetime check of like 5 mil or something. If you kill a rich man, other rich people will have bad luck. No, they don't. Rich people already hate each other. They already hate themselves. They also hate each other. Alright, goodbye, rich man. Monopoly man. Come on, 49% people, guys. Come on. He's basically Elon Musk. He can go. Already have a house, so 500k is a lot. No, 500k is a lot, but 500k to be accomplice of a murder. I can't do that. All I need to do is not touch the lever, right? And then I'm not an instrument of murder. I'll run over Elon in an instant. Bro, did you guys hear the rumors that he's gonna make Twitter a pay-to-use service? That was a rumor circulating around, but I didn't read too much about it. I'm gonna make a little bit. Just accidentally hit the lever? Oh, what's your morals, L? It's already gonna go run straight, so might as well not pull the lever. Be like, oh, you know, this lever, who? It's stuck. Oh! A trolley's heading towards 5 lobsters. You can pull the lever to divert it to a truck running over a cat instead. What do you do? Oh my god. 5 lobster for dinner. Or you know what? This is a money-making opportunity. Lobster? It's like 50 bucks, right? Or no, they're 30 bucks maybe. I don't know. You can kill these lobster and make dinner out of them. The rumors are just rumors. I remember correctly, what actually is happening is that he's gonna release a cheaper alternative for Twitter Blue, whatever it's called now. Feed the cat lobsters. Yeah. I think that might make him sick though. 85%. 15%? What's wrong with you people? Crude blood and murder. Once again, okay, it's interesting about what you should kill, right? I'm okay killing like a fly, but trying to kill a huge cockroach would send me off, honestly. It has... I think this kind of problem has to do with intelligence of the animal and also... like, the size of the animal too. Because at some point, like, killing a fly is not animal cruelty, but killing a cat is animal cruelty, you know? Alright. What's this? Oh no, a trolley's heading towards 5 people who are sleeping and won't feel pain. You pull the lever to divert to other track running over someone who is wide awake instead. What do? Oh shit, that's actually a pretty good question, huh? You pull the lever on someone who's awake and will feel the pain of the train running over him versus people who are knocked out. They took like 50 melatonin while they're in the track. I have a joke. Upper loop. Should have done wildcat versus domestic cat. No! Wildcat versus domestic cat. Obviously, you won't see both cats, right? Run me over instead in that case. Pets are companion lobster as food. Yeah, that's also true. Some people keep lobster as pets, but it's kinda interesting, I would say. He just looks like dinner swimming around in a tank. Pull the lever. I feel bad for the guy who's about to experience excruciating pain, but we must do this. We must do this to save the greater good. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is pretty split 50-50, huh? I'm actually surprised some people are swayed by the idea that he's awake and he's gonna feel pain versus 5 people not feeling... They're asleep, not feeling pain though. Well, that's pretty interesting, huh? Oh no, trolley's heading towards 5 people who tie themselves to the track. You can pull the lever to divert to their track, killing one person who accidentally tripped onto the track instead. What do you do? Hey, what the heck? What is this sick fetish? What? What? I think that you are asking to die. Yeah, what the... Go F yourself, what the heck? What is wrong with you? poor guy here is just... he just accidentally got here. I don't know how he did it. He must have like walked about his day, accidentally walked to a tightrope that caused him to tie himself up onto track. Oh my god. Have fun! Have fun! This is what you wanted, isn't it? Yeah, 79% people agree with me, because you know what? They have morals. They have morals and standards. Ain't not responsible. Yeah! I didn't... You see me? I'm not on this lever. I am away from this lever. That is so weird. Just doing like the bedroom, not on the track. Level 10 Mercy. Oh no, the trolley's heading towards 5 people. The trolley just speeds up the... Wait. The lever just speeds up the trolley, which might make less people. What do you do? Oh. So, both options... Wait, what? The lever speeds up the trolley, which might make it less painful? Oh. Even though... Wait, so does this trolley just go straight faster? Oh, okay, then I guess we can pull the lever, huh? Whoa! 71% of people agree. You know what? I think what's happening is that in a parallel universe, you have a good intention to move the trolley onto the other track one person, right? But then when you pull the lever, it actually just speeds up the death of 5 people. I don't know how to feel about that. It's like... Oh man, if that's the case, I really should not pull it then. It'd be like... It's not my problem if they hit a red track. Oh no, a trolley's heading towards one guy. You can pull the lever to divert to the other track, but then your Amazon package will be late. What do you do? Okay. I'm not saying it depends on the package, but it kinda depends on the package. I'm kidding. Obviously, you pull a lever. I'm just thinking, right? Because Amazon is not late with their packages per se, but they do get the wrong house occasionally. That's the annoying thing about Amazon. Anyway, we'll pull a lever. I'm down for a late Amazon package. I don't have Amazon Prime anymore. It's expensive as heck, bro. Expensive as heck. Might as well wait the 2 weeks like a normal person for any other stuff. I buy stuff from eBay and AliExpress so I can take the weight. Bro, AliExpress is definitely a hit or miss. You buy what you get, right? I had I think two AliExpress orders before, and they look like a downgrade the photo, and the other clothes I received smelled like cigarettes. Honestly, AliExpress is terrible. Don't use it. Unless maybe there is something good in there. It's not closed though. What Amazon package would make you want to kill someone over? My mail order bride. My mail order bride. One life for another life. She gotta eat, bro. She can't be coming in late. She gotta come within 2 days. Okay. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards your best friend. You pull a lever to divert to other track, killing 5 strangers instead. What do you do? Oh, I don't know. Wait, let me process my emotion a little bit. There's like so many things my mind's going through right now. How many people will you murder for your friend? 0. Oh my god. Okay, let me think about how I'm gonna feel late at night. At nighttime, if I save a friend, I'm thinking, shit, I killed 5 people. Okay, but let's say I killed my best friend, but then I saved 5 people. Like, John, I'm so sorry. I couldn't save you, but you know, 5 people live. I only bought cheap stuff for parts from AliExpress, but thankfully recently the item didn't arrive. Only cost me $3. Didn't arrive? I think that's happened more than often with AliExpress. Bro, careful on that site, I swear. I'm trying to think about my best friend. It's strange because as an adult right now, I don't really have a best friend. I just have friends. Everyone's my best friend. How about that? It's because I'm at a stage of my life where I am focused on myself, right? So I don't hardly have my best friend in mind. You know what happened though? That friend of mine that I saved, they would probably tell me, yo, why did you kill 5 people for me? You should have done... I feel like my friend would be a righteous person, right? Okay. Let's say it's you tied on the track and your best friend is pulling the lever. I think that would make it easier. I don't think I'm pulling the lever, guys. Because I'm thinking about myself in this guy here, his POV. I'm on the track. My friend has the option of pulling the lever or not pulling the lever. I'm thinking my friend's... I'm not thinking that my friend's a murderer. I'm thinking, shit, my friend saved me by killing 5 people from me. And what else? I'd hug him or her. I don't know. I feel like I'm pulling the lever. I think I gotta pull the lever. The thought of killing someone I'm like invested in the lore of hurts me. Or what your friend just said, just do it. I got a feeling if you pull the lever and knew it was also a suspicious evil person, they can do that. They can do that, but they don't know the shit. You know you're right, because if I don't pull the lever, it looks like it's the train's fault, right? It doesn't look like it's my fault for not pulling the lever. I feel like you get less blame if you don't pull the lever. Guys, you pulled the lever or not? Oh, 5 strangers? Ooh. I feel like one of them strangers is gonna be like a hitman. Okay, I think... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna pretend that I didn't know there was 5 people on the other track. News outlet gonna interview me. They're gonna say, yo, why'd you pull the lever? I'd be like, I didn't know there was 5 people on the lever. Okay, I think I gotta pull the lever. Unless these 5 people can be my best friend, you know? Okay, Apple. It's hard, bro. The world conscious telling me not to do it. I pull it and say I tripped on the lever due to emotional stress. That is true. We can make excuses. What, those 5 people give you? No, 10k, 50k for my best friend's life isn't worth it. See, there's loyalty. 70% of people agree with me. 29% people, wow, but they must be master wizards because they're probably gonna have 5 best friends. But I can't. Oh, what the? What? This looks like me without my contact lenses. Oh no, a trolley's heading towards 5 people. You pull the lever to divert to the other track, killing 1 person instead. At least that's what you think is happening. You forgot your glasses can't see them well. What do you do? I'm gonna pull the lever just because I feel like that's what the case is. I know what it's like to be blind like this, and normally you can kind of see the number of people. You have a rough estimate of what's bigger, this big blob here or this tiny blob here. So I think I gotta pull the lever on this one. Wow, this made some people like... It's a near 50-50 actually for this one. Pull the lever, you have an excuse with glasses thing, you actually kill people. It could not be people though. If it's not people, what is it? What is it? Our cousins? Hold up, wait a minute. No, a trolley's heading towards one of your first cousins. You can pull the lever to divert the other track, killing 3 of your second cousins instead. What do you do? Oh my god. That's so sad. That is so sad. Oh, I'm gonna be known as like the murderer in the family if I if I pull the lever or don't pull the lever. Oh my god, there's gonna be bad blood within the family because of my decision. Bro, the thing is though, my first cousin, I grew up with them basically, right? My second cousin, I only met them in the 20th year of my life. I only saw them like maybe 2 or 3 times. Tell or kill your younger cousins? Actually, my second cousins are much older, I feel like. My second cousin are kind of rich, low-key. But it doesn't matter though, because they never gave me any money. I'll pull the lever. I'll pull the lever. Alright, Tao, you're alive. Oh, damn. Only 42%? I know. But they never gave me money, nor have they ever given me anything for my birthday. Oh! Oh no, Charlie's heading towards 5 elderly people. You can pull the lever to divert it to our truck running over babies, so you do. Okay, I think this one's a lot easier. Kills up. Yes, it's my exact thought too. Reason being, this baby ain't gonna feel or remember anything in his very short life. That's all I'm gonna say. Even though these people are probably out the door as we speak, they gonna feel everything under this train, so I'm just gonna pull the lever. "24% of people agree with me." Only 24? You people love old... You people hate old people? I guess okay. Oh my god. I think people hate boomers, that's why. Not all boomers are bad, but come on. That baby ain't gonna feel anything. These These old people give me 10k, bro. You're right, these people are out the door and they're about to readily give out their wealth to me. They probably have 401ks. They got 401k, Roth IRAs, they got stock market, they got futures, they got spreadsheets, Excels. Old people got... It's true. Okay, it's true they're gonna die anyways, but they got a conscience going on. Hey, wait. Oh. Trolley is brilling towards 5 identical clones of you. You can pull a lever or direct it to attract, sacrificing yourself instead. Oh, it's not weird to think about? You have a clone, right? It basically thinks it feels the way you do. It walks around independently of you. I'm gonna do nothing, because you guys are just copies of me. The original, the OG. And I'm also tied to track too, so I can't save my anything. 12% people disagree. Why do you want 5 copies of yourself running around on Earth? I'm okay with just my one self. I know, right? I would not want that either. It'd be a headache. Actually, you know what'd be interesting? Let's say all five copies of me got together and it's like, alright, we're gonna be a VTuber. And you know what happened? I have one working on video editing, another one working on song covers, another one... another one be like a manager, and the other one just streams. And then have the other one also stream too, but they switch off streams so that we have streams 24/7 on the channel. I'm kinda... Honestly, it's a very money-making business if you think about it. Okay, let's go. Eh? Oh no, a trolley's heading towards a mystery box. Mystery box! With a 50% chance of containing 2 people. You can pull the lever to divert the other track, hitting a mystery box with a 10% chance of 10 people instead. I was thinking that too. I was thinking of gacha mechanic right now. I'm thinking, how good is my gacha luck? It's interesting because I thought my gacha luck was really good with Honkai Star Rail, but then lately as I pull on more banners, I realized it's kind of doo-doo. 50% chance for 2 people. Yeah, can you imagine? You pull the lever on the 50% chance, and you don't kill anyone, and the other box actually didn't have anyone either. Okay, wait. Let's say you see my mouse pointer. This box here has 2 people you ran over, and then the other box actually was empty. Oh no, you're a murderer all of a sudden. I think... But in the off chance... I think I'm gonna pull a lever for 2 people. The chance of it being 10 people is a bit much. That's like loading a barrel of a gun and you have a 1 in 10 chance of killing yourself, right? Okay, alright, we're gonna pull the lever. Do nothing. We're gonna do nothing. It's a very difficult decision. I'm not sure if people knew how to answer that kind of gacha luck. Oh! Oh no, Trolley's heading towards 5 sentient robots. You pull lever to divert track, killing 1 human instead. What the? What is this? Question. I am robot. I see. Eh, forget about it. We can rebuild you. Sentient or not, you're not us, the original. I don't trust the robots. Robots are scary, man. You know what's interesting about robots, right? Interesting thing about robots is that us as humans, when we write robots in stories, it's like, oh no, they become sentient of their own feelings. They know they're a robot and they're out to get us because they can never be us. Right? That's like the thing that people write in stories. And then when we actually have AI, at some point they become sentient as well. Oh man. Okay. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 3 empty trolleys worth 900,000. You can pull a trolley, or you pull a lever to divert to the other track, hitting 1 empty trolley worth 300. What does this have to do with me? This is level 19 economic damage. What? How is this my problem? This is the trolley people problem. I mean, yeah, maybe I'll do the conscious thing, help you out here. But ignore that. That question was not that hard. I did it. Oh, the lever cronk. Imagine the 3 trolleys are septas only or mini trolleys. Oh, I see. Wait. Oh no, a trolley is releasing 100k kilogram of CO2 per year, which will kill 5 people over 30 years. You'll pull a lever to divert to the other track, hitting a brick wall and decommission the trolley. You know, this is the first time I've seen this kind of trolley in this problem. So I'm thinking this one's a faulty trolley. So let's pull a lever on this. Yeah, to output. Wow, people saved it. Some people are like, yes, this is how it's meant to be. We must trade lives for our convenience in using trolley. Manufacturers made them went bust and you can't order them anymore new. That's true. If I start a new business, I would not make a business in making trolleys or trains. Alright, take a sip. Wait, this is really confusing. Oh no, you're a reincarnated being who will eventually be reincarnated as every person in this classic trolley problem. What do you do? What? Okay. Whoa. I still got pull lever. This is the least amount of people kind of thing. But I will say, yeah, right? That's what I think too. And also, your conscious is not in any of these people when you're reincarnated. At least that's what I think. Haan has a belief about reincarnation, which I think might hold true in some regards. It's kind of fun to believe in. If you're going to be all of them at some point, then they're going to die at some point, so it doesn't even matter. So does it matter? Yes, it does. It's either you end the life of 5 right now or end the life of 1 right now. What? Are you telling me you would do nothing? No. You gotta... This is a weird random question about reincarnation. Reincarnating. I want to reincarnate as like a cat. I think cats are the most like spoiled beings on earth. I think cats are more spoiled than dogs. Because at least dogs, like, when you give them a box to live in, they'll live in that box for you. But if you buy them like a plush dog bed, they'll also sleep in it. But cats are super picky about what they're given. They're so spoiled. And owners will try to pay like 100k to make their cat notice them, you know? I think they're heckin' spoiled. So you leave your current life for another one? What? Not in that moment. Reincarnation happens at the end of your death, doesn't it? Charlie's heading toward nothing, but you kind of want to prank the trolley driver? Oh, what? Wait, that's really cute. Wait, what? Is this... Why does it have a question mark at the end, though? No. This guy's trying to do his job. He's trying to do his job. He's trying to do his job. I'm not the pranking type of person. I only prank people I know. I probably could have pulled a lever. Maybe. Whoa! A trolley's heading towards a good citizen. You can pull a lever to divert the truck running so who litters. Hey, I'm not making any more judgment, but we need less of you people. Yeah, I like that people agreed with me. Oh! Oh, wait! Due to construction error, a trolley is stuck in an eternal loop. If you pull the lever, the trolley will explode. And if you don't, the trolley and its passenger will go in circle of eternity. Wait, what? If the trolley explodes, the people inside will die too. If you pull the lever, the trolley will explode. I guess we have to do that, huh? Do nothing? Do a power outage? No, there's no power. It's not an option, poor genius. I think we gotta pull the lever on this one. Or do you want them to go in circle? It's either give them a quick death or like a long eternity. It's gonna be the Hunger Games inside of that train. Yes, and their suffering. You're right. Yes, yeah, I agree. Pull the lever, Gronk. Whoa! Yes, put them out of misery. They're probably like motion sick to the end and back right now in that train. That's how trolley works? No, they got infinite power supply, bro. You gotta pick one or the other. You can't be the unfun option. Oh no, a trolley is heading toward your worst enemy. You can pull the lever to divert the trolley, save them. Or you can do nothing, no one will ever know. What do you do? Who's my worst enemy? I don't think I have like a worst enemy in my life. You know what's gonna be interesting? I wish I knew who my worst enemy was, so I might insert this problem a little easier. They're probably gonna pull someone from like high school or something, and then I'll be like, oh, hi, I don't remember you. Well, I guess you're my worst enemy based on the statistic in my life. You know, let's do nothing. I'm gonna do nothing. I'm sure there's the worst enemy in my life I haven't encountered yet, or maybe I did encounter, but one less hassle for me. It's not my fault, by the way. It's already... This train's already gonna go straight anyways. Although a trolley is heading towards a person, it will lower the lifespan by 50 years. You can pull the lever to divert the trolley and lower the lifespan of 5 people by 10 years instead. What? I guess we're doing lifespan questions now. Will lower the lifespan by 50 years. I'm gonna just pull... I'm gonna do nothing. It's not my fault if this guy's lifespan... I'm assuming it's like... The reason why this guy's lifespan lowered by 50 years because it must have been some sort of brain hemorrhage from the trolley. And then the other group of people, they must have like... a broken leg from a trolley and then lowers your lifespan by 10 years. Instead of living up to like 90, they live up to 80. Or something. Ah, man, this is weird. I'm gonna let it go. You have to. This is your fault, bro. This is your fault for being on the wrong track. Should've been on the track with other people in there too. Wow, that is very interesting. I don't even know how I feel about that. It didn't even like kill him or anything. It's just severely injured the guy. What? A time machine! Trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sending the trolley into the future to kill 5 people 100 years from now. Whoa! I'm down for that actually. Kill 5 people 100 years from now? That's totally not my problem. I'm gonna be dead by then. I'm gonna be dead and then they're gonna try to find out who did it, but they can never find me because I'm already gone. I'm long gone after 100 years. This is a good one? No, this is like an easy one. There's no logic to kill the 5 people now versus 5 people 100 years later. Full liver. 70%. See, 70% people agree. Time travel. Is there... I guess a lot of I was gonna ask if there's like a good time traveling media. But then I think about isekai. Isekai is not really time travel though. Time traveling is a very difficult writing to... It's a very difficult thing to write properly, I feel like. People who do successfully are... They still have loopholes in their story. Oh no, a trolley is... Trolley problems playing out for you. Do you actually have a choice in the situation? Or has everything been predetermined since the universe began? No, I have a choice. I would like to think I have a choice. I have a choice. Free will. Sign Gate comes to mind. I think one of the early time traveling stories I watched or read was Katekyo Hitman Reborn. That was a really good manga when I read it, but then it got really confusing when they started traveling to the future. When they started traveling to the future, that's when I started losing grip on the whole story. Oh man, I want to get back into that media again, but that time traveling, maybe because I was young, maybe I was young and stupid, you know. Now that I'm older and smarter and more experienced, maybe that story will make sense to me if I read it again. That's about when I stopped reading it as well. I want to like it. I want to like it because it's just great story building for a shonen character. I hope that they revisit that franchise IP or whatever because it has a lot of potential, I feel like, in this day and age. I think it's kind of difficult to get the same level of ingenuity with shonen manga nowadays because it's very easy to kind of accidentally blend with each other. Especially the isekai genre, but let's ignore that for now. Hitman Reborn is a great IP. I hope they break into it again. You know what's an IP I'm really surprised by? Madoka? Puella Madoka Magic. I haven't seen it in a while, but that's a very strong IP. I watched that anime when I was in middle school. I didn't think it was gonna survive like at least 10 years because it was like a very one-off kind of series. Had no idea Reborn had time travel in it. You should read it. I think I'm giving you a recommendation from my middle school self when I read it, but it's very good. But then time traveling introduced a very complex writing that I don't think the author was ready to tackle quite yet at the time. Madoka is great still. Homura stand like 10 years later. I think it's so neat how some manga, some anime will just stand the test of time just through either writing or character design alone. I think for Madoka, it might be the character design by itself. It might be hitting a sort of similar stride as Hatsune Miku, where Hatsune Miku is strong because of branding alone. What else is there? There's also what's it called? Kill la Kill. Kill la Kill stands the test of time because of its art style as well. It's kind of neat to think about how some media just live on forever because of the quality that makes it true to itself. Okay. Also, okay, I have a choice. And I do have a choice. Things can be predetermined, but I think that even though you can see that sort of timeline ahead of you, you do have a choice to either take it or not take it. Oh. Oh, whoa. 36% disagree with me? Whoa. How do you live like that? Oh, okay, that's it. Look, we see our kill count. Congratulations, you have solved philosophy. Kill count 62. Wow. I think that's a pretty pacifist route if you ask me. I'm not sure if it's like a lower number. I could lower the number to 1 time if I just kill one less person. This is all good. Okay. That's it for this game actually. Now we shall chill and just chatting for a little bit before we end stream. Let's go to my room. Oh no, the screen. I'm so sorry. Chat is broken today. We will fix it one day. One day. I don't know when, but one day. Oh my god. Okay. Can you do BuzzFeed quizzes? Oh my god. BuzzFeed quizzes? I have to think of BuzzFeed quizzes, right? Is it they're doo-doo. They're doo-doo dog water if you don't previously scout them out before you do them. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Congrats on murder, Jueri. Is it murder if I choose not to pull the lever? Let's say there's no person at the lever and this train is just continually walking in a straight line. And there's one to blame. No one to blame. It's just people are gonna die anyways. I just choose to occasionally inject myself into these situations to kill less people. I am the most pacifist person as they come. Alright, take a sip here. You definitely murdered some people there. What you mean? You kill? Oh, the baby. We agreed that the baby was to go. We agreed that the baby had not enough conscious life experience to truly embrace life, so we shall end it early. I don't know what you mean. Would you kill the baby? Okay. Yeah, let me ask you instead. Would you kill the baby in exchange for 5 elderly, or would you save the 5 elderly instead of the baby? Huh? Let's see who's the baby killer now. Oh. You mean what? Oh, yeah, see, you can't call me a baby killer. You're also part of the baby killing gang. I got hype when it happened. I don't think... I'm just thinking about the times the baby has caused me distress. Have you guys ever flew on a plane before? Man, those things are terrible. I remember this one memory I have of flying on a plane. Right, Mama Haan was sitting next to me, and I remember there was a child in front of us. You know, it was cute. He was cool and chill. And then it's a pretty long flight, so Mama Haan started to take a nap on the plane. You know what happened? This baby flung this bottle of water at my mom's face, and Mama Haan got so scared. She woke up with panic on her face, like, huh? Dude, what happened? Is the plane falling apart? I'm like, no. And Dad in front of me was also saying like, no. Oh, my child accidentally flung water behind the seat. And it was just so funny. I was dying because there's like, obviously the plane wasn't gonna fall apart just because the water's leaking, right? Surely it wasn't gonna fall apart. Man, babies are gross, man. Babies will put everything in their mouth. It's so gross. For crimes against Mama Haan, the baby must die. Oh, hey. It's hard to travel with the baby, you know. You don't get a discount just because your baby takes up like half a seat only. Let's say you're flying for like $500. You gotta pay $500 for yourself and also $500 for the baby too, or toddler or whatever. Please don't fly newborn. You can fly toddler maybe, and it kind of gives a small feasible pass, but newborns, what are you doing? Grandparents want to see the baby? No, have them fly over. Don't fly towards them with the baby. You're actually making it hell for everyone. But water will probably evaporate at the height. Inside a plane, water doesn't evaporate. Poor genius. It's just water. Are you guys scared of flying Delta? There's that news that's been kind of viral about someone having an accident at high altitude and they had to fly back. When I talk about it, the imagery of what I saw kind of scarred me. I don't think I flew Delta before, but not flying Delta now, it makes me not want to. It's not even their fault either. Okay. I'm being vague about it because I'm not sure how ready you guys are about to hear this, but like, I think 2 weeks ago, Delta was flying from one destination to another. But then they had to fly back due to a passenger who had diarrhea through the front and back of the plane. And you're like, what does that mean? That was how the original reaction was like, what do they mean by this? And then the video came out and it was like this person, they had diarrhea all up and down the entire aisle. Like, I don't even know what happened. They probably had something really bad and then just... they let it loose. Ah, my greatest fear. My greatest fear. No. At least it's not me. That's all I can think about. At least it's not me. I heard the pilot flown for 2 hours straight before flying back because it became a biohazard. Of course it became a biohazard. I think people actually... all the passengers had to wait for another plane. They did not reimburse them or anything. They flew back, had to clean the plane to get back on. That's the worst part. You know, I had a similar incident back in high school before. No, we are not pulling that video. No. Please do not link any video relating to that Delta airline video. Don't do it. Don't do it. I had a similar incident in my high school. Except, okay, it's kind of funny because it's a lot smaller scale. But my bus came to school really late. I think about 1 or 2 hours. And it turns out, like, we got onto the bus, we smelled like a really strong scent of lemon. And it was explained that seat number 12 had a kid threw up all over it, and the bus driver had to clean it up. And you know, clean it up, you had to use like Lysol and stuff to kill the germs because that's biohazard. And so seat number 12 smelled strongly of lemon. It was super shiny too because it was clean. We're all scared to sit in that seat, and the bus driver said, "You might want to sit there because that's gonna be the cleanest seat in the entire bus right now." And I did not do that. I did not sit there because the thought of someone throwing up in the seat I sat in grosses me out. It's just a radio audio. No, we are not pulling the radio audio. We're not pulling anything. We are not gonna pull anything. I'm just just take my word for it. Take my word for it that someone had a really bad diarrheal experience on the plane and had to run up and down the aisle. Okay, what's crazy to me though is that it looks like this person sat near the front and the back must have been occupied because they had to run all the way to the back to straighten it out. Ugh, gross. Gross. Listen. I work in healthcare. I'm pretty open about that because I can't just be a VTuber. Okay, I gotta have some life experience under my belt for this sort of job. And whenever a patient has diarrhea, it doesn't just go down, you know, it sometimes sprays. And I remember one person like accidentally sprayed the wall. Yeah, they sat down in the toilet, but this toilet was like lifted up because of a commode because they're a tall person, so we had to accommodate. And so it kind of spewed out. Okay, I can't imagine being one of the patients or one of the passengers on the plane. Being the person sitting near the aisle. Like the one time I booked an aisle seat for a cheap price and a person is spraying diarrhea all over. Wasn't expecting this combo? Oh my god, Prim. I feel like it's living in my mind rent free, that's why. No. Yeah, but one time that patient used the call bell for me. I went in and I'm like, "Yo, what's up? Are you good?" And he said, "Yo, what's with the cleaning service?" I'm like, "What? What's going on?" He said, "They missed a spot on the wall here. It has my shit on the wall." I'm like, "What?" I look at the bathroom, it looks pretty clean, but then I see like a speck of doo-doo on the wall. And he said, and I told him, "Oh, you know, I'll clean it up, don't worry about it." And he said, "That's not your job though." I was like, "Well, it's either it just stays on here or I clean up right now." So I'm gonna clean up right now and I'll let the cleaning service know that they need to do a more diligent job. And so I cleaned it up. It's not a big deal. I didn't bother telling cleaning service because they're already working pretty hard. I can't do it. I couldn't possibly bother someone about their job and tell them that they're not doing good. Oh, man, I feel so bad. I feel so bad. We stopped doing trolley problems and we're talking about doo-doo for the for the better half of the stream. Oh, let's take a sip here. Next week, okay, well this week we already have our schedule planned out, but next week we're actually gonna do a collab with someone. I don't collab often, mainly because... I do try to collab often actually, but I mainly don't, mainly because I want to homebrew some honey buns on my channel. But next week, I will be collabing with my bed. I don't know if he's in the chat right now, but he's a long-time VTuber friend. And so we're gonna do collab with him. And then next month, in October, we're gonna do weekly Phasmo stream every Friday. So I think there's gonna be 4 Phasmo streams next month. And it's gonna be a group collab with 3 other VTubers. So you can look forward to that. I'm a little bit worried because in terms of collaboration size, I'm very used to doing one other person. But because Phasmo allows up to 4 people, I will be in collaboration with 3 others. And that kind of scares me a little bit because I'm not sure if I can juggle focusing on the game, focusing on you guys as well, and also making sure that I am properly communicating with those who I'm collabing with. It's a juggling task. I just need more experience. Are they in a group? Yes, we are in a group. It's very interesting because the Phasmo group is a group of 4 people. I'm one of those people, right? 3 of them are scaredy cats and 1 person is perfectly fine. So we're just gonna be fighting for the 1 person to bring us together with confidence. There's 3 scaredy cats and 1 non-scaredy cat, so it might be an interesting dynamic. Man, I don't know why I am the way I am. I wish I was less jumpy about things. But I remember recently for Somnium Files, right? There was a scene where you pick up the phone and it goes duh, and then you land back at the same scene. That scared me because it's just a loud sound that he used. Maybe, you know, I feel like once I get scared in Fastball, it's not as scary, but it does hurt me though. It hurts my soul. I have to get to the point of like being really scared, and then it's all good down there. When is Halloween this month or this year, to say? Oh, Halloween's on Tuesday. That's so lame. Halloween on Friday is better than a Tuesday, but we have got no choice. What do you think is the best candy to get on Halloween? I remember chocolate. You gotta get the King chocolate bar. The King chocolate bar, I tell you. And the Krabby Patties. Never discarded the Krabby Patty. Those are really good. Do you guys have any memories of trick-or-treating? Like, any costumes that you thought was like, yo, I'm the best in? Or any, like, interesting encounter? I'm trying to think of one experience. I remember the house exactly that gives like the big chocolate bar. We always make sure to hit up those kind of houses. There's only one in the entire neighborhood that does that. But then I remember this one neighborhood house we kind of avoid. I keep forgetting where it's located because we're always traveling at nighttime, so I can't take a clear view of the house. But this one house has a guy, or it has a skeleton-looking guy holding the candy, sitting in a lawn chair. It's like, okay, the neighbor is using decorative pieces to hand out candy, so I'll go there with Tal, with my cousins, and we go get our candy, and I grab like 2 pieces, and suddenly the skeleton that's holding this tray of candy jumps at me and grabs my hand. I freaked out. It's the worst jump scare of my life. I'm like, ah, let me go. Lets me go, and I go grab my candy and I run. But then it happened again the next year. Like I don't remember the house, but my cousin does. I'm like, what do you mean it's the same house as before? And I got jump scared again. I hate that so much. I guess there's a joy in bruising out kids, scaring kids for their life. I think there's a satisfaction. I would probably do the same thing too. I would get the satisfaction out of scarring kids for their life. It's because that's not gonna leave any lasting trauma, right, guys? It's not gonna leave any lasting trauma of anything. But those were fun times. Those were fun times. I think I trick-or-treated from K to, I wanna say 10. No, I would say almost like 8th grade. After 8th grade, I was too cool for Halloween. Which I kind of regret now because I could have gotten free candy. But for the large majority of those years, I was definitely a princess. I was definitely a princess. Then when I stopped being a princess, I switched it up to being like a witch. But a really basic witch because I just wanted candy at some point. At some point, it became less about dressing up as something and more about the transaction process of getting candy for free. For people that aren't your family. You know, like being cost efficient. I remember my cousin also, my older cousin, he grew out of Halloween faster than I did because, you know, he's older. I remember at the very last Halloween costume he did, he was like a ghost. It was a terrible ghost because he had a bed sheet and just put it over his head and like, yeah, I'm a ghost. I'm like, man, if I'm a neighbor that sees that costume, I'm gonna be inclined not to give you candy. It's kind of... I kind of hate that notion though, because some people are like, you're not really here for trick-or-treat, I'm a withheld candy. Like, that's kind of dumb. Just give the poor kid candy. Either it doesn't hurt anyone to give people candy even though they don't have a costume. And also, like maybe it's his first time at his age, and even though he has a costume, he tried his best. Just give him candy. Hey, the Charlie Brown sheet ghost is a classic. Western ideas of what a ghost is so unscary. It's so unserious. That's why people revert to like dolls as like a scary thing in this culture. We got sheet ghosts and Casper the Friendly Ghost. Like, it doesn't get much scarier than that. I'm just thinking like Annabelle, how creepy that she is. Man. I remember literally wearing a Santa... What's wrong with you? You should try a little harder. I mean, yeah, you can do it for the free candy, but at least for a little bit of effort. Hey, dear, long time no see. You look cute today. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Santa hat. I thought about that too, because in my closet there's like a Santa hat with a beard attached to it. I'm thinking, should I do it? But I never bring myself to do it because I got scarred by one neighbor and I was like, you're not trying hard enough. One year I just wore a Batman shirt and cut up a bag to wear on my head as a cape. And as a cape, said I was hoo-hoo Batman to get some... Hobo Batman? Okay, I'll give you candy. I will give you candy for effort like that. I feel like if you're at least embarrassing yourself to a certain degree, you deserve candy. Like, you know, you're terribly dressed up right now. Maybe your costume doesn't fit anymore. So you do like a hobo Batman get up. I will give you candy. 100% for trying. But you can't pull the same trick twice in the next year. If you do that again next year, it's like, alright. Actually, no, you can pull it same twice. Same joke the next year. I'll probably give you it. Thanks, Al. You look cute too. Is that what you wanted to hear? Okay. Thanks, Al. You look cute too. Well, I think... I'm not sure. I always see your profile picture, which you changed too. Oh man, I think at the very last year of Halloween, my cousin has like an actual Eskimo costume, but I wore like a heavy top coat, long coat, and be like, oh yeah, I'm an Eskimo just like her. That worked till one person called me out. I was like, are you really? I'm like, please, I'm just here for the candy. And he just gave me the candy. It's like, do you guys think you can trick-or-treat right now? Do you guys think that you look young enough and maybe passable for trick-or-treating? I feel like I'm at the age where I could probably pull off like a... Put on like the dinosaur suit and then run around that. You definitely can't. Reno is now a 6'3" Chad with bulging muscles on his arms. He could never play off as a kid. I wish there was like a adult version of like Halloween, or at least be like more accepting of people like me, who was phased out. Dinosaur suit maybe, but the voice would give it away. Trick or treat. That's okay. You can fix that, can't you, Prim? You can just be like, trick or treat. Hey, your voice sounds kind of fake. Ah. Give me candy. You a baby, so you could? I could probably. I think about this sometimes, right? Because there are door-to-door salesmen sometimes that come to this house. I'm sure you guys experienced it before, right? But whenever you get door-to-door salesmen, it's so funny because Mama Haan would answer the door and they would try to sell her something and she'd say, "Oh, I'm not the owner of the house," and then they would leave. One time, I was left alone and I saw one of these salesmen. They opened the door. Oh, I opened the door. And they're like, "Hey, would you like to buy it?" And I said, "Oh, I'm under 18." And they took the bait and they left me alone. So I feel like there's some parts of me that still can pass as a youth. I was punching above my trick-or-treating age by the time I was 20. Whoa! You're trick-or-treating at 20? I wear a costume that let me crouch down a little to fake my height, but my shoulders got too broad. Yeah. That sounds really cute. What kind of costume did you wear? Were you crouch a little bit? Are you... It has to be like one of those blow-up costume, right? The like the one... There's a costume that I thought was really cool where you... Looks like you're riding a dinosaur, but it's not, with the fake legs. It could be one of those things, right? Where you crouch or crab walk. It was an M&M. I was an M&M. What? Asian youth perk. Asian, I guess that's what you call it here, huh? Honor. I see, I see. M&M costume. I don't know how I feel about that. M&M costume is kind of basic. It's almost as basic as dressing up as a witch on Halloween. It's basic in the sense that it's not a common costume, but it's literally a piece of candy. No kid grows up to be like, "My world fantasy, I'm an M&M." You know, they're like, "Oh, I'm a princess. I am Batman. I am Spider-Man. I'm cool." And you're just like, "I am food." My excuse is that I was trick-or-treating with my younger sisters and they needed a chaperone. Ah, okay. I wouldn't try it alone. That makes a lot of sense. You're like... You got your little sisters as a wingman for you to get this candy. Right? A trick-or-treat. Hey, ain't you a little too old? No. I'm just a chaperone, but please give me candy for my work. I was yellow M&M. He got character. Oh, wait, is your sisters also M&Ms too? Or is it only you? It's kind of funny how like distinguished the characters are between M&Ms. Yellow one, he's a little bit of a doofus, isn't he? Red is a know-it-all kind of guy, and green is just generic, sexy green M&M. It's just me. Oh, I see. Is that so? Man, I experienced Halloween elsewhere before. I experienced it one year in South Korea with a bunch of other exchange students. One exchange student, she's from Australia. She got so into it. She went to a thrift store in South Korea and bought like a suit and tie, or bow tie, I should say. She got face paint, so she got that for herself. And then she bought a tricycle, like a baby tricycle. And we were walking, I didn't see her at first. I didn't know what she was doing. But my friends and I were walking in Hongdae because that's the center for youth. That's like the city where nightlife is pretty fire. People dress up as costume characters. There's a picture of me with the whole cast of Adventure Time characters and Red Blood Cell, you know, cells from work. Anyway, I was eating at a food cart with a friend, eating outside the stool. Then suddenly, I look to my corner of my eye and I see like this demon running towards me with a tricycle, running really, really fast. I got so scared. I was like, oh. And she's like, oh, it's me, it's Lucy. I was like, oh, hi, Lucy. I was like, whoa, so cool. You look like Saw from, Saw. Oh, wasn't it? Jigsaw from the Saw series. So yeah, that's my whole concept. And I was eating at this Korean stall, right? And the lady who owns the Korean food stall thought it was so hilarious. She started laughing. And then she pulled out her phone and was like, she's like, come. And she's like, oh, basically she's asking if she can take a picture. Obviously, Lucy, being a foreigner she is, she's super chill with this. So she's like, yeah. So there's a picture. So there's a random Korean lady out there who has a picture of a foreigner dressed up as Jigsaw on a tricycle. If I have to do a Halloween costume, I'd probably do Payday Heister costume. It's pretty rudimentary. That's pretty fine, because you're wearing a mask, right? I feel like the basics of a Halloween costume to get you a pass is just a mask. That's all you need. Youngest sister, but it's Caroline. Older sister was a witch from a show. Can't remember what it was. Oh, Caroline. Oh, Caroline. The main character for Caroline, isn't she just like wearing a yellow rain jacket? Right? That's what I imagine. Maybe button eyes too. See, when you get older, the costumes get less and less cool. No shade at anyone. It's just how we are. At some point, it becomes more about the candy transaction than the whole fun of the costume dress up. In South Korea, it's very interesting because they don't do Halloween there. They kind of just steal the costume aspect and that's it. And what ends up happening is that a lot of weebs come out to Hongdae. It's just really cool because generally the weeb otaku culture is kind of looked down upon or sort of tucked away in the corner. But it's in full force during Halloween. And only in Hongdae really, because that's where a lot of foreigners hang out too. But I think one year it had a lot of people come out for Halloween, but everyone's dressed in like zombie makeup because Train to Busan came out. It was really popular costume choice for people. She did button eyes. Oh wow, she did the button eyes too. That's pretty cool. She went all out on the costume for Caroline. The moment it like doesn't stop at the if it doesn't stop at the costume and goes into the more finer details, she won. She won. I think the only other area of Korea that celebrates Halloween is just online game events. You're right. You're correct about that. Because I was thinking about other places, but Hongdae is just the perfect spot. I mean, I miss Korea. I gotta go back, guys. They have such good food. Good, cheap food. I love Chicken Bus. Chicken Bus is OG chicken place to eat at. One day. Now I will go one step up with a suit and latex glove. I don't know about carrying fake... No guns, bro. No fake guns. A crowbar? No! What are you doing? You're endangering kids by unintentionally carrying a crowbar. You gotta bring like a water gun. You have to make it painfully obvious it's a fake gun by bringing a green water gun shooter. You can't bring an actual crowbar to these kind of things. Actually, there's probably more candy chocolate exchange during Valentine, White, my birthday. Okay, funny you mentioned that, Prim, because during my time in Korea, I swear, I must have experienced at least 5 couple holidays. Like holidays dedicated to couples. Because, like, there's Pepero Day. There's Pepero Day. There was a couple day for November 11, because it looks like the 111. Look at the little sticks. And I think there's also Christmas too. Christmas is a couple's excuse to get together. It makes me angry. It makes me angry that there's so much like holidays and merchandise for couples because that's where the money is. It's true. But it's outside of February 14th. I'm okay with one holiday dedicated to people who have a significant other, but I don't. So when I see like 5 holidays dedicated to people with a significant other, it makes me angry. It makes me annoyed. Because what are you doing? I'm telling you, they do like... They always put like, oh, we're selling this thing on sale. Get your teddy bear today. And it's like, same teddy bear next month for a different couple's holiday. I hate it. Okay, I think couples are annoying. And everywhere. Like, they need to respect their place. I'm not jelly. I'm just annoyed. The annoyance I have towards couples holiday is about the same as a crying toddler on the plane. So many holidays where Jueri's alone. Okay, buddy. Okay. Listen, I'm chill. It was just like one day in the entire year. But sometimes it's just a stretch. And like, I go to certain tourist spots in Korea. Like there's like a place where you can put like a lock on a bridge and it has like couples initials on there. And it's like, damn it. And you go to the top of Namsan Tower. There's an area where couples can get a photo. And it's like, okay. There's a few photos of me and my friend. She and I are just doing couple-like poses in couple-like places because it's very nice. I hate to admit that they're very nice scenic shots. It's just that I'm single as heck. You want to change that? Do I want to change that? I kind of like being alone though. I'm not gonna change it anytime soon. Interestingly, my parents haven't really gotten to the point of asking if I have a boyfriend yet. Because they... I mean, how else am I... I do most of my work on the computer, so they don't really ask me if I have a boyfriend yet. They're realistic, at least, for that part. Being alone is pretty cool. They need more, like... They need more singles person awareness spaces, you know? I like having a lot of time to myself. I like being a turtle. My uncle asks me if I got GF yet. Well, do you? If you do, you know, it's okay. You can leave the moderation role unattended. I'll hand it off to Tao. Or maybe someone else I trust. No? Okay, I'm good. I'm employed for a little bit. Ooh, I dropped my cap. Oh yeah, hold on. I dropped my cap by accident. How about that? Hold on. It's under a table! Man. Okay, I found it. It's all good. It's all good now. I think that's all real. I didn't expect I was gonna go on a rant on that. We were on such a weird topic discussion today. From the Delta plane incident to this Halloween event, and now this couple enforced holiday. I like to come naturally, but I would like to do in another state or country. Oh, like meet someone naturally, right? Okay, here's a question for you guys, because this was a question posed by someone in the server. This person in my server, they were saying if it's what would you do if your parents arrange you a blind date? For him, he got asked by his parents if they wanted to be, if they can like arrange a date for him, and he turned them down. And I thought he did the wrong move there. But he explained that the reason why he turned down the blind date set up by his parents is because, one, he doesn't want to betray their expectation, and two, he doesn't want to accidentally tarnish whatever reputation his parents might have with the person's parents that he's been set up with, you know? But I think that it's fine to go on a blind date set up by your parents. I personally would be okay with if my parents decided to be like, hey, Juju, we got you a blind date. I'm like, oh heck. But it might it might oh, I think here's the rundown from my parents at least, right? Haan, he doesn't think I can find someone because I'm a work from home type of gal. And he's somewhat right about that. And Mama Han, her thing is, oh, you know, Juju, I can't find a guy that will match your worth or something. I'm thinking, hehe. Thank you, Mama. So it's a very interesting sort of mix. And but if someday, Mama Han, Papa Han decided that, Jerry, we got you a partner you should check out on blind dates, so go. I've done tried out. The downside that that friend listed about being embarrassed about the outcome if it doesn't work out, or if it does work out, don't worry about it. Oh, the blind date was me? When it was you, we just hang out. It wouldn't be a date at that point. I'd be comfortably hanging out with a friend. Isn't that what it is? I don't know if people can meet naturally, cause people meet unnaturally through like dating apps, right? I'm not really one for that kind of stuff either. I want it natural. Either way, you be paying. I'm paying. You should be paying at least half. Aren't you a guy? Shouldn't you pay half for my bill? I wouldn't trust my folks to hook me up with someone. Why? I feel like the only people that know the real me are my closer friends. See, I think that Mama and Papa Han, if they were to set me up with someone, they're gonna set me up with someone who is good looking. Right, with a good job. With a good job too. Like, he's good looking with a good job. Right? I think that's who they're gonna try to set me up with. But if he's someone who is ugly and doesn't have a good job, or just has a good job only, they would still try to set me up with that sort of standard. I think for them, finding someone that take care of their daughter just as much as they do is their goal. But I'm not shallow. Okay, I'm not shallow by any means. But, you know, you should... Mama, Papa, please put some degree into looking at their face. They have to be somewhat attractive for me. In this world, you should at least put 50% into looks and 50% into personality and jobs. I think appearances says a lot about your habits, and I'm very picky sometimes. I feel the only people that know the real me or the bit should feel honored to pay. No! I'm not donating money to a temple or anything. I'm just hanging out with a friend. You should pay half. L. Or else I'm gonna blacklist you from hanging out with me ever. Good looking and a good job are traits that I can go without, to be honest. I just need someone that makes me happy, and we can figure out the rest from there. Wow! That's pretty neat. I like that attitude. I'm just saying those are things that my parents would be looking for in a partner. Papa Han sometimes come home and is like, hey, do you know that Ming's child? I don't know. I'm picking like a random Chinese name. You know, Ming's child is a doctor. Oh, you know, his other son is a stock market enthusiast. And I'm just like, yes, I see. It's hard to feel anything for just these job occupation. Papa Han is very, what's the word? Practical person, you know? So he's just thinking about like jobs prospect, but not whether a guy that looks good or not. He's not a very good judge of that because he's a guy himself. Are they happy with their careers? I think this might go into a different topic, but happiness in career is sort of subjective thing, isn't it? Because some people are not happy with their career, but it pays the bill. But other people are pursuing their careers, and maybe it does make them happy, but it has other drawbacks that they're not aware of until they did the job. I find that most people our age are in the camp of in a career but super unhappy, or trying to figure out their career, trying to be happy but not necessarily know how to get there. It's a tough world out there. It's a very, very tough world. I'm just thinking about... I see. Ideally, I want someone who also works in a creative medium, but I don't know, maybe I just haven't met the right normies. I understand that feeling. I think for me, if there's one thing that the person should have, it should be some creative endeavor, whether that be a YouTuber on the side, or an artist, or they're a VTuber. I don't know, man. The thought of dating another VTuber doesn't seem right with me, because I wouldn't date me. I'd rather date like a normie than like a VTuber. Maybe I'm weird for that. I just just like you, just some degree of creative endeavor or pursuit. I think that'd be nice because having someone have a creative vision is so interesting. I think it would create each day a very interesting kind of way of life. Because I've met people who don't have this sort of creative pursuit in their life, and it's kind of sad in a way, you know, because so there's some people who work with elderly patients, and sometimes what they need is to find purpose or creative pursuits because they rather do that instead of watching the TV for 7 hours after they retired and have no kids visiting. See? So I think creative pursuits to some degree is beneficial for not just a relationship but also for long term. Okay, is it... Would you date someone who makes 500k but then they're rarely seen? See, I couldn't do that kind of thing. I have a normie friend who just spends her free time watching Netflix. I'm like, I don't know how you're happy, bro. I don't know how they're happy either. When I'm watching Netflix or doing stuff I find enjoyable, like playing games, there's a part of me that is like, oh, I gotta find time to do creative work or put out something or just basically do anything but relax. You know, that's how I feel. 500k. Yeah. I know a friend of a friend who works in like a really cushiony job, but he hates it. But he's been doing it, brings in good money, but he hates it. And this is actually one of Elren's friends. I want to ask him like, how's he doing? Cause it's been years since I asked him like, oh, how's your cushy friend doing? I'm kind of curious if he's still doing that kind of job or maybe he found someone. But he's basically working in a company long term. No. 500k, but they spend it on you. You don't get the 500k, but they spend it on you. Yeah. Happiness is very subjective. I think you really have to carve out your own pieces of happiness. You have to carve it in the mundane things, whether that be watching Netflix sometimes or cooking good food. Recently, this is gonna go into a slightly different topic, but I made good food. Which sounds like a surprise. But listen. I've been trying to learn to cook, and recently we got a crate of tomatoes from a family friend. We don't know what to do with the tomatoes, but I woke up one day, scrolled on Reddit, saw a post about making a tomato sauce. I thought, huh, I should try making tomato sauce. And I think I made the best darn thing I ever made in my entire life. Like, just objectively the best thing I ever made in my entire life. And Mama Haan liked it so much that she texted me this morning when I woke up like, oh, Jueri, it tastes good. The mac and cheese you made this morning tastes good. What was it, mac and cheese? I just I made I took a box of macaroni and cheese. Yeah, I cooked the macaronis and stuff. But I made the tomato sauce with 6 real tomatoes, garlic, spring onion, lime leaf, oregano, salt, pepper, and it was so good. I was so shocked that just throwing in ingredients just tastes good. I didn't realize it could happen like that. If I don't see them often, then I basically be living the house husband situation. Not sure if that's the life I want to be living. I'm okay living the stay at home mom kind of situation. It's not ideal, but let's say we can't find a caretaker for our kids, right? I think that if, let's say, my parents or their parents live far away and we don't have any means of paying for childcare of sort, then I think I'm okay with being a stay-at-home mom. But I think that It's not just staying at home and doing nothing. You're taking care of the kids, taking care of the household, upkeeping everything. And then maybe you're doing like a side hustle online or something. That's like the life that I can see myself doing. And if it gets to that point with someone, then yeah. A stay-at-home husband, though. If I have a stay-at-home husband, I guess it's okay, but that puts a lot of pressure on me, doesn't it? A stay-at-home husband if I make 500k a year. Okay, okay, I'm down for that. I'm down for that. Did you make macaroni with the chicken I actually... Okay, okay. You're funny, poor genius. It's from the Vine. Or was it Vine? I think it was Vine. Macaroni with the chicken strips. Ah. The leftovers, I actually made it with chicken nuggets from McDonald's. And it hit so good. I hate that something so bad for you tastes so good. Because my childish taste palette never changes. Husband at home be like, built a shed in the backyard. You know, a house husband would be kind of nice, wouldn't it? Like, I come home, the house is clean, maybe mildly. The kids are taken care of. And they build the shed in the house like we talked about. That'd be pretty dank, to be honest. And coming home to a meal too? Ooh. Coming home to a home-cooked meal and I don't have to make anything after a tired day at work. That sounds like the life I would want. Okay, maybe the deal. Well, okay, you know, if neither of us can afford to be a stay-at-home parent, then yeah, we can both be working. But dang. I think if one of us stay at home and then come home to a home-cooked meal to make that happen, that sounds pretty nice. When I was younger, I wasn't too keen on a stay-at-home parent. But as I get older and more perspective on the way things work in the world, I feel like having your kids be exposed to the care of, let's say, their grandparents or their own parents long term, it's just good for their growth in general. But I think that not everyone has that sort of opportunity. That's why sometimes daycare are an option for parents. But you know, stay at home is nice. You know, Papa Haan doesn't build a shed in our yard. He has a whole garden. I sometimes worry that Papa Haan might fall in the category of people who have no creative pursuits for things when they're older, because he does like watch a lot of stuff on his phone or TV. But I'm kind of happy that he has a pursuit like gardening as his hobby. Obviously, he wouldn't be picking up art or anything similar like that, but gardening where it's more practical for the family is definitely... It's good long term for his health. Okay, I'm actually going to end stream in a moment. Feel free to toss out your last few thoughts and then we'll probably end stream here. No? No, you can't just say no. What? I have to say, I had this idea back on Twitch, right? Where people could end my stream. And it actually happened one time where I was streaming and then someone ended my stream unexpectedly with 100k channel points. But I had this other idea. I was like, oh, what if I have a button that ends my stream? What if I have a button that starts my stream? And then I quickly killed the idea, because the idea of me like watching stuff and then suddenly the stream starts, that would be kind of hectic, wouldn't it? So I didn't bother rigging a start stream button because that'd be kind of hectic. Because ideally it'd be used for like the waiting room stuff, right? And it pulls... I don't know. By the way, that's what my dad did. Yes, gardening dads unite. Okay. Tomorrow we have Bloon Tower Defense 6. I am kind of excited for that game. I remember playing the Flash game for it a long time ago, so it's kind of nice to kind of hit the nostalgia factor again. And then this week, obviously, we'll have Elden Ring and Somnia Files. I actually think I'm going to take a break on Elden Ring for 1 or 2 weeks. And in that time, we can come back to Elden Ring. Because I think I need a break from it. You guys might be fatigued from the content for Elden Ring. So yeah. After this week, it might be a different game on Fridays. Oh, Chili, hello. I missed stream today, but no way heck I'm missing balloons, bro. That's okay. Oh, actually, did you also catch up on the Somnium VODs? Was it confusing for you? It's a long ass game. I mean, it should be, right? How else are we gonna spend our time on the computer? Games back then, Flash games in particular, they have no competition compared to games today. Games back then, they were just end goal, make a long game, get kids on the site, make them play for a very, very long time. That was their end goal. There's no like monetary gain or value out of making people play a long time. That was the reason why Papa Freezeria had like basically no ending levels. Bloon Tower Defense is one of those games too where they just play as long as possible. I haven't finished watching. Yeah, it is pretty long. Good luck with that though. Hopefully you can get to it before this week. Because it's wild. It is wild actually. I don't know how to tell you anything because I don't know how much you saw, but oh my god. Apparently, from friends I talked to, it's very possible to have a clean path of no mistakes, but so far I've only ever made mistakes in the visual novel game of that title. Maybe next time maybe next time I will never see any bad ending. I'm so sad. All the bad endings I've seen makes me feel so bad because I'm so invested in the characters. Next time I'll do better. Okay, see you guys for tomorrow Bloon Tower Defense stream. Okay, we'll play the game. We'll also, of course, chat more nostalgia topics about it. And yeah. Okay, no, it's like, you can't just say no. You told me to go sleep, right? Doesn't mean go to sleep right now. Bye. Bye. Pot in the head? Yeah, we'll wear a pot in the head. If the option never comes up again.